There's a porch that faces westward, where the golden sunlight lays, and an old man sits in silence at the ending of his days, with a boy out in the meadow, swinging sticks like swords in play, fighting dragons made of shadows in the dust of summer day. He says, "Come here, boy, sit beside me, let me tell you what I've seen." There were knights in those days, stealing honor in their ways. They would ride through fire and flame just to guard a stranger's name. There were hearts that would not yield, there were swords that crossed for shields, not for glory, not for praise. There were knights in those days. I remember tales my father swore were truth and not just lore, of a man who stood alone once holding fast a broken door. And he held it till the morning, though the odds were 10 to 1. Not a soul would ever thank him, but he stayed till it was done. And the world may never know them, but I swear, boy, they were real. There were knights in those days, bound by more than gold or pay. They would stand when all would flee, just because it ought to be. There were vows they'd never break, there were lives they'd freely stake. For the weak and for the frail, they would rise and never fail. Now the armor's turned to rust, and the stories fade to dust, but somewhere deep inside your chest, that same fire still finds rest. There were nights in those days, but don't let that fade away. You don't need a sword or shield to defend what's right and real. When you stand and choose what's true, that old world lives on in you. So remember when you pray, there were nights in those days. The boy runs back to the meadow with a sword made out of pine, and the old man smiles in silence, seeing echoes through all time.